in, and we are live for episode 67 of Filmaholics Entertainment Podcast. The OG crew is back, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
We're here today with the Fantastic Boo. How you doing, buddy, man? What a month of movies and just craziness. July is like, I think, the least amount of pods we've had in a month.
Yep.
Since we started this pod.
This is our first pod this month, I think.
I think it is too.
We're at the end of the month.
Yeah, and I don't think we did one until we did it mid-June, maybe like mid to late June.
Yeah.
And those were great episodes. They did really well for us, and it was kind of fun to do different tiers and just to change things up, I feel like.
Yeah.
I mean, how's the summer been for you, man?
Yeah, it's been busy. This has been quite a busy summer, but you know, we're finally making time for movies over here. You know, going to the theaters, we're back in the theaters, and it feels good. You know, 2 movies back to back, Thursday night premieres with you. It feels good.
Yes, for the first time ever, we've been able to watch movies together on premiere nights. You know what I mean? Like I've been busy with doing stuff like outside of this podcast, and I really want to get back into it. But I mean, I have not been missing out on movies. I mean, I have listener and friend of the podcast, Max. He joins. I go to movies with him a lot, so like,
yep,
you know, he's seen a ton as well, man. I can't wait to talk about those quick. I can't wait. I mean, this episode is crazy because, dude, we get to review the 2 movies. The movie we've literally been talking about since episode 2 of our entire Filmaholics. I think it was the first episode you, me, and Brad did together. We started talking about Superman.
Yeah.
We finally got to see it.
What is it, like 3 years in the making?
Yeah. 3, I mean, now
we were talking about like
the making,
rumor. Yeah.
But does it live up to the height? You're going to hear it here, not first because we're about 2 weeks late, 3 weeks late, but you're going to hear it here finally.
I promise we saw it on opening night.
Yes, and we did see it opening night. We've just been busy bananas, having a lot of fun. So, Vu, man, let's start it off. I mean, you see in the headline here,
yeah,
Superman and Fantastic Four review. Give me your quick, or do you have to be quick, but give me your review first of Superman.
Oof, where do I even start? Is this not the most anticipated hyped movie of the year? To me, it was. Because, you know, this is DC's first movie under James Gunn. So there was a lot of pressure going into this movie. I feel like Warner Brothers needed this to hit. Like, this was a must-hit movie. And I'll be honest with you, it hit. And it hit well, too. It was such a great movie. I didn't know who David Cornsweet was until this movie. And let me tell you, he's the next big thing. He's going to carry DCU. James Gunn, genius. It's not just Marvel. He's just doing it over and over again. And I'm comfortable with where DC is heading based off of this movie alone. Because I think for an origin story for Superman, this movie was awesome.
Absolutely, man. I mean, to give you a little preface, everybody, we had a nice Thursday night family dinner with the crew. We did a nice cheesecake factory, and then we went to the 9:15 showing. Showed up. I mean, we saw it in IMAX. Vu, are you starting to notice the difference in going to see a movie in IMAX versus like a normal theater? Or are you not really noticing that?
Yeah, it's a lot more comfortable. It's louder. I like the screen. It's bigger.
Yes.
What's not to love? What's not
to love, man? and I mean, especially on an IMAX screen, that first scene in the movie is literally it goes, you know, 30 years ago, somebody from Krypton's come to Earth. I mean, the way you jump into it, you essentially start the movie with Superman on his back getting his ass kicked. Right before they show it, they go 3 minutes ago, Superman has lost for the first time. So you're getting an interesting point of view for Superman. I mean, you're seeing Cornsweet coming from behind in a way the entire movie trying to prove himself. I mean, like you said about David Cornsweet, the guy, I think he proved a lot of people wrong. I thought he was going to be great. I remember when I saw him in Twisters last year, I thought, okay, he has some acting chops.
Wait, he was in Twisters?
He was in Twisters. He's the tall guy in Twisters, the kind of grumpy guy with the white shirt.
Wow, I did not know that.
Yeah. And he knocks out of the park. I mean, the movie itself is really fast paced. I think it's 2 hours on the dot. Do you remember?
I think you're
I
right
think it's
on
like
that.
2 hours on the dot. There's a lot of characters coming at you. There's a
Mhm.
lot of moving elements. I would say it's very similar to Fantastic Four in that sense, is that they're not
Mhm.
trying to explain to you the entire background. We've already seen many Superman movies
Mhm.
prior to this, so you're kind of digesting a lot, but not digesting a lot in a way that's going to be like, oh, it's too heavy handed. It felt like it was still, I don't know how to say it, not fleshed out, but you kind of knew where you were in the world when you're watching.
Yeah. And
And
even
at
if you
one
have
point,
never seen a Superman property before,
mhm.
you could still understand and follow the story well,
Yes,
which is
absolutely.
which it was done so well. Everything, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of action in it. You're seeing, I mean, Nicholas Holt, besides, I mean, any of the main characters, like Nicholas Holt when he's on screen captivates. Even
Mhm.
Jimmy Olsen captivates. I'd say, what's her name? Lois Lane captivate. I
Yeah.
mean, they take over the screen. Heck, I think there's a couple of things that I'm not going to say it's a perfect movie by any means, but
Mhm.
I honestly wish, if I had to give kind of a criticism, is I kind of wish there was a little bit more of Lois Lane. I want a little more flesh out because every time we
Mm.
saw her on the screen, I thought it was awesome.
Yeah,
And
she
then
did a
maybe even
great
more
job.
Clark Kent.
Yeah.
We never really saw the man Clark Kent in this movie.
True.
That's my only critiques. I mean, maybe that wasn't the same for you. You didn't notice it,
Mhm.
just the Superman parts. I mean, what were some of your favorite things about the movie, Vu?
I think just the development of all the characters. Like I didn't know who Wonder Man was before this. I didn't know who like the Hawk Girl was.
Mhm.
I didn't even know there was another version of the Green Lantern that was a douche,
Mhm.
So
Oh, did
getting
you
to
mean Mr. Terrific?
yes, Mr. Terrific. Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, getting to see those characters, getting to see a Lex Luthor that's way more diabolical than what I'm used to seeing, like from Jesse Eisenberg per se. Like just
Oh God. I mean, that's the floor, if you ask me. Some people
yeah,
might have liked him. I thought he was really bad.
yeah. Like, but this Nicholas Holt was so evil. You could feel the disdain for
Mhm.
Superman, like from his heart. He just hated
Mhm.
everything about him.
Mhm.
And yeah, oh, the story was just amazing to me. I never felt bored or tired or felt that it was slow at any point in the movie, which was good.
Yeah, Vu whispered to me after the movie. And Vu does this a lot, but I truly felt like this is real. Like DC is back.
DC is
DCU
back.
is here. The DCU is here, ladies and gentlemen.
They had me at the Flash, but this one was for real.
Yeah. True, true. Yeah, I mean Nicholas Holt, man. I mean, I feel like Lex Luthor is a character that you really have to nail,
Mhm.
and I'm excited to see Lex Luthor kind of be one of the main bads. I mean, one thing that DC has it going for it is that they've got a great plethora of bad guys, some great villains in there.
Mhm.
But I want him to kind of, if I had to ever see it, I'd love to see him lead like a crew of baddies if I had to later down the line. I mean, Nicholas Holt it just hates Superman.
Yeah. Do you think
How did
we'll see him more in like singular films, or do you think we'll see him more as like a Justice League threat?
I'd like to see him in more singular films, not be the main villain, but I'd like to see him somehow
Mhm.
interact in a way. That's a good point. I don't know enough about DC, truthfully. I know that he is one of the big bads. I mean, he's kind of like the leader of the bad guys, like I was saying. Um,
Yeah.
and they do like a Justice League versus the villains and stuff like that. But you have to nail him.
Mhm.
I mean, Joker's the greatest singular villain, the guy that
Mhm.
really I don't really see interact with people around the
Yeah.
DC very much. He's very much Joker's just onto his own thing, it feels like.
Mhm.
Um, but Lex Luthor is kind of doing whatever he can, taking whoever he can to take out Superman.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's why you gotta kind of nail it with him. What did you think about this being a James Gunn film? Did it feel like like a Suicide Squad, or did it feel like a Guardians of the Galaxy with a lot of jokes? I mean, what did you think if those critics were coming in going, "Gosh, another fart joke Suicide Squad type movie" when it came to Superman?
I think the jokes, I think James Gunn knows when to quit and knows when to be serious and knows when to joke. Like there were definitely a lot of serious moments in the movie, and I don't think there was any time where jokes ruined that at all. Like
Mm-hmm.
jokes were placed where it added to the film. Like Nathan Fillion giving the middle finger to whatever
Yeah,
nation that was. I thought
yeah,
that was
yeah, yeah.
hilarious.
I thought that was hilarious too.
But yeah, I think it's a James Gunn movie for sure, and I think it was great.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I just love this movie.
I mean, James Gunn leading up to this was saying this is going to be the most comic book like movie he's ever made, in the sense that I mean, they've got, say what you want, he may not be the perfect Superman, especially compared to Cavill. I thought Cavill as Superman was a really good Superman.
Yep.
I think this Superman is, in this world, a kind of a goody two shoe. They like to describe him as like an Eagle Scout.
Yeah.
So there's a couple of moments where, he goes like, "Oh, holy gosh," or he's not swearing. Like, he's a good human being, and is truly his thing is, is making sure he can save as many lives throughout the movie at any cost. Not any cost in the sense of, killing somebody else, like in Man of Steel, where he snaps somebody's neck, which I didn't hate that in Man of Steel. I know a lot of people did complain about that not being a Superman trait. But in this one, it is one of those things where, like, he makes mistakes because he thought, I want to save that human being. Or I want to do this way, instead of, he's not trying to, he's trying to just be as good of a human being and trying to be as normal as he can be in the world where he's an alien. And that does kind of bite him in the ass sometimes too. We brought up the Justice Gang. I mean, they're kind of a good ragtag. I think one thing James Gunn loves doing is just having a bunch of D-list come in, and and that's what's so good about him, is that he can create a world like this where you have so many characters, because he can introduce them in such great ways. I mean, my favorite character out of all the new Justice Gang was Mr. Terrific, man.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a scene in there with Mr. Terrific where he's in on some beach trying to thwart a problem going on. I don't want to spoil anything, but it's one of the coolest scenes in the world watching him, and it really is showing that he thinks he's one of the smartest guys in the world, and he does a really good job of doing that. Yeah. I mean, I would say I agree this movie may not be for everyone. There is some really comic-y things to it. Wouldn't you agree? I mean, it's not the most serious. Like, I think, honestly, on paper, maybe Man of Steel is a little more approachable from someone who's not, I don't know, if you're going from a Dark Knight, Man of Steel is a little closer. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. What do you think?
This is closer to a Marvel film than it is to a Dark Knight film.
Good point. Very good point. And it felt like Man of Steel was trying to be Dark Knight, but also kind of create its own thing. And, it wasn't a good mix, I would say.
Yeah. But yeah, we get to see the introduction of a lot of different characters. We got, Superwoman too. Like, I was not expecting that.
Yeah, I'm glad you didn't see that, because I saw news about it a couple months ago. I was like, ooh, that's going to be fun for Vu to see that. And the way they're introducing Superwoman is going to be cool. That is the next movie going forward.
Yeah.
There's a great twist at the end of this movie when it comes to the villain. Whoever is, what's his name? Is it Wonder Man? No. Who is the villain's name? We know who it is.
Yeah.
But one is before he wears a mask the entire movie, and then at the end he uncovers the mask, and it's kind of cool.
Isn't it like the Guardian of Balkovia or something?
No, that's the first. That's the first. Maybe you're right.
Yeah.
I thought the Guardian was like the monster at the beginning.
No, I'm misremembering.
No. Remember, that's the hammer, the hammer of Balgovia or whatever. He's the guy with the cylinder head.
Yeah.
But I guess he was in that, right? He was in that cylinder, wasn't he?
Yep.
Either way.
Yep.
Yeah. No,
it's a good little twist. Did you see the twist coming?
Yeah, it's pretty neat. I was pretty excited. I'll tell you right now, it's not, spoiler, it's not Henry Cavill. I thought there's some rumors that it might end up being him, and that would have been insane.
That would have been crazy.
Yeah. I was like, okay, that's a good alternative, and I like it a lot. Another spoiler for anyone out there: Bradley Cooper's in this movie. Was not advertised. He's the father, and his parents end up causing some trouble for Superman in the movie. So, I mean, anything else you want to say about this movie here, Vu? Just as a final review, I also kind of want to talk about what we know is next coming from DC after this, because this is something that's different than Fantastic Four, is that it is creating a new universe. You had to nail this. I mean, we just found out that this movie broke the record for domestic. It just beat. I don't know if it broke the record, but it beat Man of Steel for domestic box office.
Okay,
So it's made
nice.
more money.
Yeah.
It's kind of great.
I think this movie is the perfect balance and a great origin superhero movie to me. I think there's serious moments when it needs to be serious, and there's some more lighthearted moments to kind of break through that, but it's never overly serious like a Thor the Dark World, or it's never overly joking like, Thor, what was the one? What was the
Love and Thunder.
Love and Thunder. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it was a very good balance in this movie. Would highly recommend that people see this summer.
I do too. It's a great summer flick. It's, I mean, it's not too heavy. You're gonna have fun. I think most people are watching are thinking that was a fun movie.
Yeah.
Vu, do you have a rating for it out of 10 or 4 or 5 or however you like to do it?
Out of 10, I would give this movie an 8.5.
8.5. That's a solid score. And I think its Rotten
Yes.
Tomato was at like 83%, and audience was about 92. So that falls right in line, I would say.
What'd you give it, Kev?
I think that's exactly the score I would give it. Yeah, 8.5. Nice. I want more. I want to see more. I'm excited to see what this new DCU is. And I think, like you said, Vu, man, I mean, the DCU right now is back.
Yep.
It's needed this, and it's gonna be fun to be a part of this. So we've got 10 more years. That's the plan right now.
Yeah. If you're Marvel, are you scared?
I mean, so far with it made Fantastic Four made less money in its opening weekend by $1 million. It lost by $1 million in its opening weekend to Superman. And I'm a fan of both. I'm not someone who's like, a fanboy for either. I want them to push each other. It'd be kind of great if we had two different superheroes that actually step up. I mean,
yeah,
we can jump into Marvel, but luckily Marvel had a Thunderbolts, because before Thunderbolts we had Captain America, Brave New World, flop.
Yeah.
We had, was it Captain Marvel, the Marvels?
Oh yeah, the Marvels.
You like that, but I think it was a flop.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people thought it was a flop.
That's a good Disney.
It was just inconsistent.
Yeah.
With Marvel, lately, before Phase 4, before Infinity War and Endgame, you knew that the Marvel movies were kind of going to hit.
Yeah.
Since those movies, it's been very much not a wonder of, this is going to be good. It's become, will this be good?
Yeah.
Is this going to be a good movie? It's been very, like, you just never know. I mean,
that's the scariest part. That's the scariest part.
I mean, when we went through those rankings, man, the tier rankings, we did not, it was not good after Endgame. I mean, we maybe 3 positive ratings for any of the movies post, maybe 4.
Yeah.
Including TV shows, maybe 5. I don't really remember, but it wasn't very good. It was like very evenly split, bad and good.
Yep. And nothing was great.
Nothing was great. So right now, especially with this being the beginning of Phase 6, I mean, the last true thing was Ironheart, correct?
Yeah.
Phase 5.
Yep.
And spoilers for those people out there. Spoiler. Mephisto's here, so that was really exciting to see. To see what the future is. But so that's kind of cool leading into Phase 6. So the beginning of Phase 6, we have the brand new superheroes, a new quadrant of people who are going to be maybe the face of the MCU going forward. We had the Fantastic Four movie. Vu, what was your review of the Fantastic Four?
Kind of in the same boat of where Superman landed, where it's, an origin story that's not an origin story. And that's just because there's been so many iterations of both superheroes, I think, in the cinematic universes. But yeah, it was just a good origin story that I think maybe highlights more of the storytelling aspect versus the action superhero aspect in my mind.
Okay, so I was actually going to flip that. I think the story is very thin, and there's a lot of action in it. That's just me, though.
There's a lot of like story, but it's not like great storytelling.
Right.
That builds upon what's to come.
It's almost kind of like an episode of the day, maybe, or like a comic book episode or something. I mean, it's a big one.
Mm-hmm.
So keep going, man.
Yeah, I feel the exact same way. Like, it feels like it tried to tell a story that was, like you said, very thin. Like the story and the villain, I think it was kind of a waste of the villain. I
Yeah.
don't think we got to see that much of the villain, and I don't think there was a whole lot of like I didn't get to see the superpowers that much. Outside of Johnny Storm flying around, like did you really see the Thing? Did you really see Sue Storm besides the end? And did you see Mr. Fantastic stretch even that much?
Yeah. I mean, you can say that they had a more human element side of their
Hmm.
the scientist part. There was a lot more of the scientist part to the Fantastic Four for sure.
Yeah. But yeah, yeah, I feel like I was going into this movie thinking that wow, this is gonna set up Avengers Doomsday.
Mm-hmm.
But leaving the movie, I did not feel like it did that at all. Like I
Mm-hmm.
just don't know how this still plays into what's to come for Marvel. And I feel like I've been leaving a lot of movies like that. Like how does this fit and fill the puzzle of what's to come? Like what how does this build upon the Avengers level threat? And I
Mm-hmm.
know we get that post-credit scene, but is that enough? I don't
Mm-hmm.
know if that's enough for me.
Well, one thing Thunderbolts did was it was a great movie, great story, and everything. And but one thing that was nice is that it led with that post credit scene was one of the most insane post
Mhm.
credit scenes you've seen in a while. I mean, you knew okay, Doomsday is coming when we got the
Yep.
Fantastic Four flying in. So you're seeing that, and you're kind of maybe thinking to yourself, is this Fantastic Four movie going to lead into something pretty big if they're going to we
Ex-
just saw them coming in?
exactly.
Yeah. And that might be if you were to put this in its own realm of okay, don't think about Doomsday coming up, don't think about everything that's supposed to still happen with Marvel. I'd say it's a decent movie, or actually pretty good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I know
think
what
the
you mean. I think like you gotta remember. I think some, or let's just say the movie itself. The good parts about the movie. Let's start with that. The good parts are the space scenes, really cool.
yes.
The aesthetic, very cool. I mean, some of the CGI was fantastic.
Yep.
Now, Lacan, some of the CGI was terrible.
The baby portions of the
Yeah,
movie
the
were
baby
so
portion was
bad.
bad. Yeah. And something I think everyone's going to be noticing about this is I feel like we were more excited to review Superman than we were to review Fantastic Four.
Hmm. I also think there's so much pressure on the Fantastic Four, and
Yeah.
there's so much pressure on Marvel to get back to where they were. And I
Mm-hmm.
don't want this review to take away anything. Like the
No.
Fantastic Four was still a great movie, and I think the acting was superb. I think Vanessa Kirby is the greatest Mrs. Fantastic we've seen so far. I think
Yeah.
Pedro Pascal is an awesome actor. Johnny Storm, Eban Moss Bachrach, like they were
Mhm.
all fantastic. So,
Yeah, they all nailed it.
yep,
I mean, I
yeah,
don't think Reed Richards is the most likable character in the world. So unfortunately, that's why maybe I've heard some criticism of
hmm,
Pedro, but I don't think that's Pedro's fault. I just think it's the way the character's written in this movie.
yeah,
Still acts his ass off.
yep. I still I support the Pedro Pascal over the John Krasinski Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, well, it's so different the way they're playing the characters. You know, like Pedro Pascal's version is very hindered by the fact that he's so science and mathematical based, and you
Hmm.
see his anxiousness. Whereas the only thing of Krasinski we saw was him kind of being the leader version of Reed Richards and kind of a stud. And
Yep.
I mean, you see Mr. Fantastic being a stud in this, but it's definitely not his show. You see his intelligence, you see he's the smartest man in the world, but the crew around him, I think, is the ones who really would save the day. I mean, his flexibility really wasn't utilized to much in this movie, was it?
I think there's literally like maybe 20 seconds of him stretching in this movie, which
Yeah,
is
yeah.
crazy.
And the rest of it's just him using his brain, which is
Yeah,
maybe the point, right? I mean, it's kind of goofy to
for a
be a
superhero
stretchy,
movie.
flexible
Yeah,
dude.
yep. So I wish we saw more of their actual strengths or
Yeah.
superpowers. Is probably
One thing I
my
was so,
opinion.
one thing I was surprised about how much the story came around this child,
Hmm.
which I thought was unique and cool. But Lindsay,
Hmm.
that kind of took her out a little bit. She thought that was a little interesting that it was so much about this kid we've never even seen in any of the movies or anything really leading up to it.
Yeah.
I didn't hate that either. I'm not. It's just I feel like we're coming into this with like Superman. Oh yeah, it's starting off
Mhm.
hot and doing all these things, and then Fantastic Four is kind of maybe disappointed us a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I've seen a lot of people online who really like the Fantastic Four.
Same. Yep. The comment
You know?
sections on Instagram, everybody's a Fantastic Four fan. So
It's
yeah,
just maybe us. I don't know.
yeah. I don't know. I just feel like it's harder for me, and I hate to say it, I'm one of those Marvel guys now that I'm just gonna critique everything that comes out.
Yeah,
And
yeah. I
nothing's
think
ever
when they
gonna satisfy me.
finally do a reboot, a soft reboot, maybe that'll change things, and we can actually accept singular stories. I mean, I'm already telling you right now, the new Spider-Man movie coming out in a year is gonna piss me off because it's not gonna have any direction leading into Doomsday. It's taking place a year before Doomsday. So I already know I'm gonna be like, I don't give a flying fuck about what he's doing. I mean, I do care about street level. It's cool. Spider-Man's cool.
Yeah.
But I think Fantastic Four, I don't really know much about their stories, their comic book lore.
Yeah.
Spider-Man, I can get away with doing it in episode 4 of it. I get it. There's a lot of cool villains and characters in Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Fantastic Four, I mean, their biggest villain is Doom, and there's not one instance of Doom until
the post-credit scene. Yeah, you don't even see Doom until the post-credit scene.
Yeah, well, spoiler. Yeah, no, 100%. But it's true. I've been saying spoiler all day. They gotta realize this at this point. This is a spoiler.
Yeah.
There's anyone out there. I mean, where's Kitty Pryde?
Mr. Anti-Idiotic, we miss you.
Yeah, we miss you, man. I don't know. Again, it was a good movie. There's some really cool things about it. I love the world they're in. The world they're in, like the 1960s. I thought that was really neat.
Yeah.
I mean,
the way they built it out, is really cool. I do appreciate the story of revolving around the kid. I think that's an interesting aspect. And I think that shows you how powerful this kid's going to be in the future and how important this kid's going to be in the future.
Yeah. And also just you're seeing also the family interact together. I thought they did a good job of that. It truly does feel like a Fantastic Four family.
Yeah.
Now that's going to be awkward when they're just smashing, Reed Richards and, Sue Storm are just smashing and making babies.
Yeah.
That's his sister. That's Johnny Storm. Now Johnny Storm, cool, man. I thought Johnny Storm was I like the actor for Johnny Storm.
Yep. Joseph Quinn, fantastic job. Loved his interactions with Shia LaBeouf.
Yes, Shia LaBeouf.
Yep.
That was I remember we did an emergency podcast when that was announced.
Yep.
That the woman from Ozarks was in it. I can't think of her name. She does a
Julia
good job.
Garner?
Yeah, Julia Garner.
Yep.
Honestly, dude, you know what this movie could have done if they just had maybe 20 more minutes of fleshing out the story. Or you can tell they had some things they had to cut out.
Yeah.
Maybe that would have helped. Now our wives or fiancés may not have liked being there 20 minutes longer that night, but I know I would have liked it for the story.
Another 20 minutes could have done wonders for this.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. I mean, one of the coolest scenes I've ever seen was that chase in space.
Yeah.
Shia LaBeouf is chasing them, and they have to go to a black hole. I mean, that was insane.
That was so good.
You got to give this movie its props. You know what I mean? Like, there are some really cool parts to it. I mean, are you excited to see the Fantastic Four moving forward? That's more what I'm saying. I guess that's the next step. Did this movie at least do that for you?
Yes. But I also feel like I didn't even see them enough in this movie.
Yeah. And we did get announcements that Thor is going to be character number 2 on the leading list. Who's going to be leading character number 1 for Doomsday?
It's got to be Mr. Fantastic, right?
Maybe Sue Storm. I mean, the way maybe it's her. I don't know.
Do we know how she's going to film the Avengers? Like, they're filming it right now, and she's very pregnant.
Oh yeah, good point. Yeah, you're right. They're gonna have to really take her belly down. Wouldn't it be funny if it's all just for marketing, her being pregnant?
Oh, that would be crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I think again, anything final you want to add to this review of the Fantastic Four?
I think,
and then
my Fantastic Four. And I think we kind of downplayed it a little bit in our reviews, or at least I did. But it's still a great movie. I would still recommend everybody to go see it because you're right. The world that they built, the 60s, but still futuristic, is awesome. It's so cool. They have like this whole underground world too.
Mhm.
Um, you get to meet all the Fantastic Four. You get to see how they interact. The story may be a little more thin, and there
Mhm.
may not be as much action, but I still think it's a great movie, and I'm still looking forward to seeing them in what's to come for the Avengers.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I agree. I mean, Doomsday and Secret Wars are gonna be great movies.
Hmm.
I'm very excited for those. Any sort of big team up, and they're saying it's gonna be bigger than they say it's gonna be bigger than what we saw in Avengers Endgame and in Infinity War before.
Hmm.
So that's gonna be extremely exciting to see. I mean, the future is looking forward. I mean, it has been announced that there is going to be a soft reboot of the MCU
Hmm.
post Avengers Secret Wars. So that's
Yep.
exciting. And then they've already kind of not announced it, but the rumors going on is that the first movies after are going to be like kind of Fantastic Four, some of the current MCU people, and then they're going to be the X-Men. And I was just reading an article today about how, you know, Marvel's X-Men reboot holds the key to recasting MCU's Iron Man and Captain America. So that was something that was announced, I think, last week, leading into the
Okay.
Fantastic Four, that
Hmm.
they're going to recast Iron Man and they're going to cast Captain America.
Yep.
It's something we've been talking about. We wanted this. I mean, I think
Yeah.
Chris Evans, great Captain America. He has set the bar so high for anyone. I'd say even Tony Stark has been the character. Robert Downey Jr. has set the bar so maybe unattainably high for
Yep.
whoever's going to step into that place there. But we do want to see them interact with all these superheroes. I mean, MCU finally has all the superheroes under their umbrella. Why not
Mhm.
have them interact?
Yeah. Let's bring them all to the party. Let's go.
Exactly. So that's why Secret Wars is going to essentially. I think they're going to. I doubt they introduce the new X-Men. So I feel like we're going to get a brand new X-Men coming
Hmm.
post Secret Wars. So that'd be great, crazy. But they're also saying in this article here that new Iron Man and Captain America variants may already exist as soon as the MCU's X-Men,
Ooh.
which could be pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Um,
Do you
So yeah,
think
I
that
kind of agree. I think they need to do that. I don't really want a world where there's no more Captain America and Iron Man.
do you think that is it too soon? Like, do you think people are just going to compare him to Robert Downey Jr. and like, I mean, even Sam
Yes,
Wilson's Captain America is getting so heavily scrutinized because Chris Evans did such a great job with his version.
I think it is too soon. Yes, but it's like taking Batman out of the Justice League of the DC and never seeing Batman again.
True.
You
True.
can't not have that.
Yep. You're
You know what I
right.
mean? It's like taking Superman out. Oh, we're gonna have the Justice League for 20 years without just Superman for only 5 of them or something.
Yeah.
That's not. It's one of those things where like it sucks. We
Hmm.
wish maybe that Marvel would have just ended and rebooted everything after Avengers Infinity War.
Yeah.
I mean, but I think it's something like I don't know. That's why I'm glad it's a soft reboot. And we've talked about this for a while now about the soft reboot. I'm glad that they're going to do. I think Thor's going to keep it. I
Yeah.
think Spider Man's going to stay on for a while because they can't touch Miles Morales, is what it was announced.
Yep.
I think I would love if Captain Marvel was back and she actually enjoyed herself, but it seems like she hates the role. We need a new Black Panther.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of things that we need. I mean, it's needed. It's needed.
Yeah. The future is murky, but I'm just glad that there's a future in
Yes.
Marvel.
Murky. I hope it's not murky. I hope you don't see it that way because I think it's more like, gosh, think about it's going to be just different.
Yeah.
It's going to be, we probably have a lot less of Marvel's already used so many of their main villains. Thanos, are we going to see Thanos in 10 years after the soft reboot? Probably not, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Wasn't Galactus supposed to be an Avengers level threat?
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would assume that we're gonna see Galactus again.
Yeah, they didn't kill him off. Spoiler.
Yep.
I didn't tell you how they didn't kill him off, but he didn't get killed off. So you're right. Could be seen more.
Yep.
Yeah, Marvel's kind of put themselves in a pickle.
Yeah. I
They
just
do
don't
need to
know
do
who
this.
the big villains are in Marvel.
But,
So
think about it. We haven't seen a lot of the X-Men villains, so we haven't seen like Magneto.
true.
In this
True.
world, we haven't seen. We haven't seen like Green Goblin.
Okay. True.
We haven't seen the Green Goblin interact. We also. I mean, there's a. It's gonna be. There's a lot of villains we haven't seen. Now it sucks we're not going to see Thanos because Thanos, I think, is like an Avengers, like the main thing, kind of a threat. I mean, that's like their magnum opus essentially when it comes to villains.
Yeah.
So we probably won't see that going forward. I hope they don't kill off Doom or we get a new Doom with a soft reboot.
Yeah. It's tough because Robert Downey Jr. is pretty old.
Yeah, I don't really get it either, dude, because I think Reed Richards and Dr. Doom were like college roommates in the comics.
Yeah, they are. They're supposed to be the same age. But
okay, well, good job. I don't know.
Yeah.
That. Riddle me that, dude. I'm trying to think what else they've announced recently. Like I said, they announced that a year from now. Oh, they should bring back. Oh, dude, there's a new. Oh my God, they should bring back Kang with this new up and coming actor, award-winning actor of the Fappies. What was his name again?
Jonathan Majors.
I fucked it up. That'd be funny. They just bring him back.
What if he's in the Avengers movie?
It would be cool if they just killed them.
Yeah.
I mean, I would like to see Doom do that. That could be kind of cool.
Yeah, just to assert his power and show how strong he is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, another thing that was announced is that the X-Men franchise will see this iconic superhero team reborn with a very youth-oriented take, featuring a young cast. So it looks like it's right now, early work on the project's now very much underway. The Hunger Games, About a Songbirds, and Snake screenwriter has been developing the reboot script, while Thunderbolts / New Avengers director Jake Schreier was recently confirmed to be helming the project, which I like. He made a great movie.
Yeah,
a movie that nobody had any expectation for.
Yep.
I'm looking at this. I'm trying to see, what does it mean when they say youth oriented? Are we going to see like 14-year-old versions of them?
I think maybe more like First Class. Or maybe they do go that young, which is crazy.
And they were really young, but they're saying it wasn't going to be that young. Let me see. Okay, this really doesn't say anything except for review. So you're probably right. It's probably going to be like First Class.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. What do you think about that? Are you excited for that kind of a thing to go younger?
Yeah. That way they can milk them for way longer.
Yeah. For sure. What else? Oh, have you also heard that the Doomsday script is not completed yet?
Yeah, like they're just. Did you see what like the original Mystique said? Like, I don't even know if I finished shooting all my scenes yet.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, does that not raise red flags for you?
A little bit. Yeah, man, that would really suck if they just went out on a whimper with this one.
Yeah,
it's making me feel a little bit more in every day that they should have maybe stopped.
Yeah.
When they did.
How do you not have the full script when you're going to start to film the movie?
Oh, I know, dude. Right? That is a recipe for disaster.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas DC. Nervous. Oh, what did you say? Sorry, dude.
I'm just nervous for Doomsday.
I know. I'm a little bit too. I mean, the DCU, let's bring it back to DC. So let's confirm it now. Between you and me, and I think in our entire friend group, we all agreed that we thought Superman was the better of the two.
Yeah.
If not, we're both also excited for it. I mean, they've announced for the DCU that Supergirl's coming out June 26, 2026. Mm-hmm. Then Clayface is coming out September 11th, 2026. Batman Brave and the Bold is currently in development, aka they're writing the script and figuring that out. But then also the Batman Reeves version, the Battinson version, is going to be an Elseworld thing.
Yeah,
and that is also in development. They're also going to creating a Teen Titans movie, a Deathstroke, a Wonder Woman movie, and then maybe a Swamp Thing as well. Whereas then we're also going to be getting a Peacemaker show, a Crypto show, the Lantern show.
We're getting a Crypto show?
Four shorts. They're going to do 4 seasonal shorts like every quarter. And then we're going to get a Booster Gold show as well. Okay, that could be kind of cool. So it seems like there's a lot in development for the DC, and then we're kind of in a figuring out what's next for Marvel. I know Wonder Man's coming out.
Yeah.
Spider-Man's coming next year, and then we're into Doomsday, it looks like.
Yeah. If you had to choose which franchise you're more excited to see more projects of, where would you put your guess or your excitement level right now?
I mean, you know what? Marvel really excites me with the X-Men and Fantastic Four coming in post Doomsday. I'm excited to see what they do post Doomsday. Let's just get this out of the way, be done with it, and I'm excited to see a new Iron Man and a new version of Captain America, and hopefully a new version of Hulk.
Oh, true.
Let's fix the problems we had in the first franchise, the first parts.
Yep.
DC as well, I'm really interested in. Right now, I'm more excited for DC.
Yeah.
Who I think could do it better? Honestly, I think I like the idea that it's not just gonna be a James Gunn DCU. Every director's gonna have their own image and version and vision for each movie, which I like. Whereas Marvel stays pretty Marvel. So I don't know. Maybe it is DCU still. I don't know. I mean, I'm excited to see the X-Men interact with I'm excited for all the superheroes interact in the MCU. What about you, man?
Yeah, it's tough to say. I feel like the ceiling is higher for Marvel right now just because you have Doomsday and you potentially have 2 Secret War movies. So that's going to bring everybody together and they could do it really well and we could just be overreacting right now and they just tie it all in together. And that could be the best, could even be better than Endgame and Infinity War.
But and we've got a long way to go with DC.
Yeah, and that's the thing. DC's a blank slate, so it's all up in the air and it's all free game and they can do whatever they want right now. And it's just going to be good.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, you could say the DC is overused the Joker. The Joker needs to be a main villain in DC, if you ask me.
Yeah,
we just had one of the worst Joker movies, one of the worst movies I've ever seen with the Joker in it.
Which is crazy because the other one was so good.
Yeah. And then we also had a really bad version of the Joker with Jared Leto.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I mean? Like, and then Barry Keoghan might be the Joker
Barry Keoghan too.
like, and then we might get a Batman, a Joker in the DCU. So it's like, that's a huge villain that might be not utilized. We just brought up the fact that we have not seen Green Goblin in a long time. And we saw the old version, but like, it hasn't been overused by any means.
Yep. There's so many directions that they could go. You would just think that I wonder if DC has truly mapped out to what their Justice League is going to come to. Like how do they have it figured out? Which heroes they're going to introduce? How they're all going to interact? I hope they're doing more planning than Marvel did in this last 2 phases.
Yeah. Well, the Clayface movie, do you know, isn't Clayface a villain?
I don't even know who Clayface is.
Oh, you don't know who that is? Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, that's going to be unique for you, considering I feel like you don't know a ton of the characters into DC. Maybe outside of the main people.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
Whereas Marvel, we've been seeing so many of them for years. We've seen Marvel movies go out crazy since the early 2000s.
Yeah.
We kind of have a little bit of a background into them.
Yeah. I am very excited to see if the new Flash can live up to Ezra Miller's Flash.
I think he's going to destroy Ezra Miller. Yeah. Have I told you who I think who I want them to go with?
No. Who do you want?
This is one of the guys I've heard is possibly up. The guy from 1917. His name is George McKay.
Okay.
George McKay, man. He's 33 years old. He's got a cool look, I feel like, for like a Flash. Here, I'll share my screen just to show you. Where is it? Where's this damn thing at? StreamYard. I have not used this new StreamYard. Here we go. George McKay. So that's him. I mean, he looks kind of cool there.
Okay.
I think he's got a good look for it.
Yeah. I could see it.
And he's a great actor. He nails it in 1917.
Okay.
So I can
that's
see
exciting.
that. Yeah, that's exciting. I mean, who do you want as like the next Batman?
That's a great question. I just feel like Robert Pattinson did such a great job in that movie that he was in that I want to see that as like the Batman for the DCU. But I could see why like they want to start from scratch. Who I don't even know. Could you see Glenn Powell as Batman?
I was just going to say, do you think Glenn Powell is going to be Captain America?
Oh.
He might be too old, though. I don't know. What do you think? I mean, could they do Miles Teller was already what about Miles Teller? I feel like he's more likely to go Warner Brothers than he would go
back to DC.
I mean, he could maybe do a Batman. Maybe.
Yeah. Do you think Miles Teller comes back for Secret Wars?
I hope not.
As Mr.
Not as that version, at least.
Yeah. That would be interesting.
You've seen that Patrick Schwarzenegger has been fan casted and maybe going to be part of the X-Men?
Really?
Yeah, because they're already trying to get people like that, like him being – because, I mean, in X-Men, like we saw in that show, 97, Cyclops is like the leader of the X-Men.
Yeah. I could see Patrick Schwarzenegger being Cyclops. Yeah. He's got the vibe. He's got the fit.
That's what I think too. He would do a really good job of that.
Yeah. Okay. And he's like the perfect age for it too, if they're like targeting that first class age range.
That's what I feel like too. And he looks young. I mean, he played a young guy in White Lotus.
Yeah.
Like kind of an early 20s or like mid 20s kind of character.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
He can nail that. I mean, what do you do? Do you bring another fan cast? And this is, again, not going to happen, but Timothée Chalamet as freaking Iron Man.
Oh. Iron Man has to be a little older, though, right?
Yeah. No, well, I mean, maybe.
True.
Maybe not. In the comics, he's young.
Yeah, they could do whatever they want now, I guess.
I mean, Timothée Chalamet is also under the Warner Brothers umbrella with Dune. So I can see them trying to really get it. You have to think about these movies in the sense who's worked with Disney and like that side of things versus who's working under the umbrella of Warner Brothers. Like it was a big deal when Pedro Pascal went to MCU because he's only done Warner Brothers movies.
Yeah.
Before this.
I could see Chalamet being Robin in the Teen Titans.
Yeah, I mean, don't you think that'd be a little bit of like a lower, like he's the main guy in $1 billion franchise.
Yeah.
That might be.
Titans could be $1 billion franchise.
Yeah, true. All right, man. Hey, I got ahead. I got to run to my last week of good old outside live softball. But man, it was great catching up on you. Yeah. We had a great July when it came to movies. Next episode, hopefully we can kind of catch up more on what the other guys thought, plus talk about what movies we've seen, what movies we're looking forward to. I mean, it's almost the fall. We got to talk about what's coming up this fall for TV shows.
Yeah, we do.
I mean, we also just had a summer rundown of TV shows. Yeah. So we got a lot we got to catch up on. It was good to do kind of a state of the MCU and DCU after watching these movies.
Mm-hmm. Final thoughts, though, Kev? Out of 10, yes. What did you give Fantastic Four?
Ooh. So I gave Superman like a 9.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I give Superman an 8.75. I give Fantastic Four 7.8. So almost a whole point down.
Yep.
Lower to me. I know, and I didn't ask you to do points and stuff. That's how I do it. I do points. What about you? Would you give Fantastic Four as a rating?
I gave it a 7.5, but I gave that night a 10. And the viewing experience a 10.
Yeah. And maybe we had a little too many Fantastic Fours.
Yeah.
Maybe that was the problem. And Fantastic Fours leading up to it too. But I had a great night too, dude. It was a great birthday for me. I'm 31 now, thriving. And as you guys see behind me, I'm in a house. I own a house now. And it's crazy. All because of this podcast.
It's a tax write-off.
Yeah, the podcast really has just created just a lucrative life for us. But I'm excited to get the other guys a part of it too. Get more people. We've got people we might even interview. That might be something we keep talking about. We have people agreeing to interview with us. That is crazy. So hopefully that's coming to the agenda as well. We got some fun stuff to end the year with, and then you know what? The FAP is going to be bigger than ever as well, too, this year. So a lot of cool things coming. But I'd say the mid-season, I think it's like the third time we said this is the mid-season premiere. But I think we'll be back at it more. So
we got a good slate coming in August, hopefully.
Anything else you want to say, man, before we head?
It's good to be back fapping with everybody.
Yes. It's good to be back fapping and everyone around the world listening here live. Keep on fapping, baby. This is episode 67 of Filmaholics Entertainment Podcast.